Hey guys, welcome back to another TA video. I'll be going over the indices today and some Mag 7 names and Bitcoin. And as of right now, I'm currently looking at SPY as a potential down, more caution for bulls in my opinion, because as of right now, price action did manage to get rejected at this lower trend line that SPY's been respecting for a very long time, since April, or no, since May. And now we're seeing this previous resistance here at 667 acting as resistance now, and this level was acting as support at one time. It was last week or the previous weeks before that, but definitely keep your eyes on SPY for potential more downside in my opinion if these EMAs start to hold down price. And I'm going to show you guys what happens when the daily 8 and 21 EMA cross down. This could potentially be a sell signal for SPY. And if we look back at previous times this happened, was February 24th. 8 EMA, the 8 and 21 EMAs crossed down. You guys can see here the 8 EMA crossed down. We saw that sell signal. The EMAs crossed down here December 18th. We saw a sell signal. We have seen some fake outs like here on November 4th. Didn't play out again here, fake out, but the previous time before that, it did play out. So just keep in mind that we are below the 8 and 21 EMA, which could also signal that bears are in control in the short term. Okay. And yeah, guys, definitely the way I trade these bearish engulfing candles is I would wait until price breaks above the high or low of this engulfing candle, which was last Friday. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that. If we break below 653, I would definitely watch out for breakdown to 646. Break below 646 to see it move back down to 635. But really, I think your cheat code is going to be the weekly ADMA, which is a great momentum indicator. And if we do lose 653, we could potentially revisit the weekly 21 EMA on the weekly time frame. And that's essentially around 635. Okay. And guys, just keep in mind that market is so bullish, right? That we could literally see a literal 5-10% correction and it will still be very bullish, right? Because even if, let's say, we do drop down, it could be a market's still trending higher, so we could literally come back up and continue the bull run. But definitely keep that in mind. That market has been a non-stop move, and seeing some red is normal. But definitely stay cautious in this Friday's engulfing candle. Okay, and again, let's say price does break above 667 for SPY, we could see a move back up to 673, and above 673 we could definitely see move back up to this channel on the daily time frame to $680. Okay, and we're gonna move on to Qs. Oh, that's not Qs. All right. So guys, same thing. Really, if anything, this name is looking a lot stronger than SPY. Prices above the 21 EMA on daily time frame, which is a great sign for bulls in my opinion. But again, just to not over trade and really just watch, your swings or your day trades, is I would honestly wait until prices above or below this engulfing candle to make my life a lot easier, because prices literally just consolidating within this one candle, and we're gonna see more choppy and wild swings on the 1 hour, or in the short term, right? So I'll definitely watch out. If you guys like to be patient, I would just literally wait until what I just said is wait until price breaks above 611 or last Friday's low, which is 588. If we break below 588, we could see a move back down to, let's see on the weekly time frame. Yeah, see, it's kind of tricky because Q's been ripping nonstop. But if we break below 588, see a move down to 583, which was this previous swing high and this previous resistance here, and we actually retested this as support. So definitely keep an eye on Q's below 588 for a move down to 583, and above 611 or 613, right, which is Friday's high, is, let's see, well, we're gonna be at all-time highs, but I know there was some bullish flow going up to 620. So definitely keep an eye on that above 611 or 612. And the next one, the next indices we're gonna go over is IWM. All right, guys. So this name is tricky. Okay, so this name did break out on a daily time frame, but this could signal potential bull trap because price did break out above 245. But as of right now, let me put the volume. Um, this sell signal is a bit concerning considering that we did lose that 245 level, and you did form this possible reversal candle, which is a doji candle on the daily time frame. So I would definitely watch out if price doesn't break back above 245. We could potentially see IWM head back below, I mean, head back down to this range to 235. And I previously stated to my Discord, if below, I mean, is if as long as price is in this range 245 to 235, I am not trading small caps. And if let's say we break below 235, we could potentially play the downside move for a breakdown back to the 21 EMA or to 230. But yeah, definitely want to note that down. Just be cautious with small caps. Price broke out, but now you're starting to see some massive volume come in, and you are losing that level. And you guys might be thinking, why is 245 is such a big level? Because this was a previous all-time high, and like I always said, as long if you lose, I mean, price a bullish name should once you break above all-time highs, I think it's a critical level because you want to hold above that high and act as support. And next thing you know, if we lose this level, this could be a potential bull trap, and we could see a potential reversal in the near future. But yeah, as of right now, I'm not going to be touched. I mean, definitely keep an eye on IWM if we do hold this level. But right now, we are losing it, which could be a caution sign for bulls. And we're going to move on to NVDA. So NVIDIA, I mentioned this in last video, is that 180 level, okay? As of right now, we are retesting that level on the hourly and daily time frame. And like I said, guys, as long as this level holds 180, I am semi-bullish on NVIDIA. And to be honest, I was in those longs, NVIDIA longs. The contracts were up 15%, and I sold them for minus 5% because, bro, I'm just seeing the market go in chaos, and I don't want to be bag holding these contracts, especially at critical support. I'm like, dude, I'd rather just wait until price breaks above 185 or just wait for more confirmation that, the coast is clear. But as of right now, on the daily time frame, we did form this indecisive candle, but also keep in mind that price action is below the 8 and 21 EMA on the daily time frame. But we are at critical support. We did form this potential double bottom on the 4-hour time frame. And if we look at the 1-hour time frame, we are kind of forming this channel here. So maybe tomorrow, if bulls do step up, we do break out and hit back up to 185. But like right now, I'm just staying patient. I don't want to force or lose too much money on my longs. And I'm gonna explain what other positions I was in that I sold. And I mentioned this last video too. But we're gonna move on. So again, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So hold 180 to see 185. And break above 185, I think that's your very bullish pivot level where you could see the move back up to 195 or to my clear target to $200. And yeah, guys, but I'll say this, below 180 could definitely trigger another sell-off to NVIDIA back down to 175, which is another important level to hold. So maybe that level we do break down, we can see bulls step up here at 175. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next name, which is Microsoft. So guys, this name is just the other names I'm gonna be mentioning is just keep an eye on it, right? I'm not saying these are buys or time to short the market, but there's a lot of names that are consolidating on the daily time frame that could be signaling a big move is going to be coming soon, right? Like I've been saying, as long as price is below the 8 and 21 email on daily time frame for Microsoft, which could, like I've said in the past, is a sell signal, and just definitely keep an eye on this name for potential breakdown or breakout, because right now we are basing here on the daily. So normally when I've told you guys in the past, contraction leads to expansion, meaning when things get overly tight like this, let's say the price action is in this big square, right? Oops. Normally when you see that, we could see a breakdown here or eventually a breakout. And that is what I'm currently looking at. That could happen with Microsoft. Is a big move is going to happen with Microsoft. So definitely keep in mind. And I'm just going to give you my levels right here. So below 507, which is a previous level that I had in the past, below 507, we could see it move back down to 498, 500, and break above 520 to see it move back up to 532 for Microsoft. But again, I'm just showing you guys this name just to keep an eye on it. Price is consolidating, but remember, just the EMAs on the daily time frame could be your best friend. And again, I use the daily 8 and 21 EMA on the daily time frame. Okay, and we're gonna move on to Meta. So again, this is a name that I just want to show you guys that price is consolidating and a big move can be happening soon. And again, and I've showed this levels in the past. 704 is or 704 or 705 is a big level for Meta, and even 690. But like I said, if we do lose this 704, be cautious here because we could see a breakdown back below to 692 or even 680. And again, and like I've said in my previous video, that 720 is also a big pivot level for me intraday for my weekly options that I was looking at for scalps. But again, if you look at the 4-hour or even the 2-hour, you haven't had one candle close above that 720 level or even 719.5. So definitely be cautious here with Meta. But again, you are at that critical support level and price is consolidating. So definitely keep an eye on Meta. So below 704, we can see it move down to 692, or below 692, we can see it move down to 680. And if, like I've previously stated, break above 736 to see a full reversal back up to 784. And like again, these consolidation moves could either be a bottom signal or a top, because price is consolidating, contraction leads to expansion, so we could see a downside move, or we could see price break out and form a base. I mean, price is basing here, so we break out above 736. And the next name is going to be Amazon. And again, guys, this name is consolidating as well. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, this name is just basing here. And I've previously mentioned that this level 215 is a big level, and you're forming back to back indecisive candles, which could signal like a potential top or bottom. And so we have 3 names in the max 7 names that are consolidating, which could signal. So if these 3 names sell off, we could see some pain for Qs and max 7 names. But like again, this could go both ways, because this could be a potential basing here and we bottom here for Amazon. So again, I'll say this again. Remember, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon, and essentially NVDA, those 4 names are at critical levels, okay? Just keep that in mind going into Qs for the rest of the weeks, because if these names break down, I think tech could be in a whole lot of pain. So I'll give you guys my levels again. So above 215, you can see move back up to 220, and I've previously stated above 222. You can see move a full reversal back up to 228, and above 228, you can see move back up to 236. And for my downside move, is you break below these lows, which is 212, you can see move back down to 210 to potentially fill this mini gap on the daily time frame. Oops, sorry. 210. So below 212, we can see that's such a weak move, but you guys get the point of it, because this Amazon is actually there's so much support here, but just be cautious here. If we do lose these lows, we could see more significant sell-off. So below 212, we can see move down to 210, and let's see if we find anything on the weekly time frame. Maybe below 210, we can see 210 as well. So yeah, guys, that is it for Amazon. I'm not really. Oh yeah, I was also in Amazon and Meta, and yeah, I got stopped out on those. These contracts were up 10, 50%. December calls. I got in here, and again, Amazon was up like 1.5% today, and we erased all of those gains today, or Amazon did. So we're gonna move on. So the last name is Bitcoin. Okay, guys, Bitcoin is in a tricky spot. Price action is at a critical level on the weekly time frame. We are losing that 21 EMA, which is very suspicious, very sus. But price action is literally at a critical level here at these previous swing highs. And guys, look, so this acted as support and resistance, which is 6107.5. So right here, if we look at the daily time frame, you are forming a potential double top here. So you have your left, whatever your left top and your right top. So a sell signal is if we lose this level on the weekly or daily time frame. So maybe we do we do bounce here, and if we see a rejection here at 112, that could potentially be a sign of potentially getting some shorts here, get shorts here, and maybe ride the wave back up. Back down for Bitcoin. But again, I just wanted to show you guys this name for a potential breakdown or again, you guys could buy the dip here because price action is at a critical level. Just be cautious here. I just want to show you guys that a lot of these names are at critical levels. So if market does break down or these names do break down, I think that's when you start to see SPY and QQQ really fall off a cliff in the short term. But again, guys, hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys learned something. And again, this is not financial advice. If you guys could drop a like and a comment, I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.